What an order! This job was the most demanding she'd been assigned, one that held consequences she'd rather avoid if not completed to the bidder's taste. She slid off her stool and stretched her back, scanning the colourful shapes on the work table. It filled much of her art studio, sitting at the centre for easy access to all sides. The island held 2 completed zinc-bonded works. Another 3-by-5-foot panel lay nearly finished over the pattern of palm-sized sketches. She swept the shard and metal bits into the trash bin and dragged her wrist across her brow. Grabbing her coffee mug, she sighed and dumped the cold remains down the corner sink. 3 more panels. The department assistant peeked around the doorframe. "Hey, Anna!" Her cheerful voice grated on Anna's fatigued nerves, and she cringed. "Oh, hi, Amy. I noticed you were still working when I left last night. I know this is a big assignment, but be careful. You're pushing it with the new curfew." "I have a deadline. I can't afford to lose my job over this." "Well, my mother dates a guy that's," she formed quotes with her fingers, "in the know, and he told her to take it very seriously." Steam rose as Anna poured a fresh cup of coffee from the percolator. Vanilla cream sweetened the mix to her taste. "As I heard the announcement, and I'm sure they exaggerated a bit." Amy shook her head. "He said anyone out past curfew that was alive and breathing could be targeted and never heard from again." She nodded, and her dark curls bounced around her shoulders. "Yeah, he said it was serious, and I believe him. I met him, and he really looks like he's in the know. He's not just an announcer type, so be careful." Anna lifted the corners of her mouth into a forced smile. "Okay, thanks. Well, just thought I'd remind you." She shuffled the bundles of mail to her other arm and pranced out the door. Her cheery greeting sang down the hall from the next studio. Anna sipped at the drink as she turned to her creation. The glass artwork sparkled beneath the fluorescent studio lights. As required, not one design that made up the trio was identical. The stained glass montage blurred into abstraction, and she pressed her thumb and fingers to her temples. "Oh, this is impossible." Her cup teetered on a wipe rag as she sat it down and then pulled her dark hair back into a ponytail.
"That's why I chose you for the job."
Startled, she turned toward the deep voice. Lord Dressen's lips curled into a crooked smile. He tucked his hand under his tailored overcoat and rested it in his pants pocket. A gift box cradled in his other hand as he sauntered to her.
"I know your work, and I know you won't disappoint."
She offered a small smile. She needed a break, but he was not that kind of break. "I'll do my best, but if you want me to finish on time, you really should stop dropping by. It only distracts me." He furled his heavy brows.
"I like that I distract you. Besides,"
he opened the box and set a bejeweled bowl on the table,
"I brought you a gift, and I wanted to see those blue eyes sparkle when I gave it to you."